here's a quick and easy way to create a flip using Padlet. So we were all really sad when Flip went away. This video is going to show you how you can use Padlet as a pretty good alternative. So I logged into Padlet. You can do a free account. You'll get 3 boards that you can do at a time. So the one downside of this is that you will have to manage how many sessions you have going on at once, but you can archive them, and then that will open them up. So you're only allowed to have 3 functioning at once. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Make button right here. And then you can choose one of these pre-built ones if you would like. They have a ton of different things on Padlet. I love Padlet for a lot of different things. I'm just going to go ahead and create one without it. So I'm going to create just a blank board right here. It's going to take a second to make it. Okay. Now you can choose your format. Personally, I think I'm going to do the grid for this. You could also do a wall. It's up to you, or a canvas if you want kids to be able to move it around. It's up to you. I'm going to pick grid. All right. Now, what it'll look like is once you send this, we can change kind of what this is called. So my flip grid Padlet. And you can do, change the wallpaper. I think that's a little distracting, so I'm going to go with just gray. I know it's kind of blah, but whatever. And then you'll send out the link to your students. So over here on the side, you have a little send button. You can click that. You can get your link, right? And you can share it. So copy link to the board and send it that way. Or you can share it through email. Yeah, a lot of choices there. And then when your students get here, they're going to click the little plus button down here at the bottom. And they are going to add their own video posts. So they can put a subject. So Bob's response. And then I'm going, instead of writing something, which you could give them the choice to write, that's okay too. I'm going to go ahead and click on the plus 12. Let me show you that again. Click on the plus 12 to see all of the options. These are all of the things you can use. And I'm going to use the video recorder. You could also use an audio recorder if you wanted to let other kids just do audio if they don't want to do video, but we'll do video. Click that. It will connect to my camera. I like the gentle reminder. You have a beautiful smile. It's so great. And then you can choose whether or not to let your kids use the little filters. I would suggest not, but that's up to you. And then they just hit record, right? They're going to get a 2-minute time limit. So you actually can turn the video recorder off. If you click on the limit, you can change the time limit to less than 2 minutes. More than 2 minutes requires that, but let's be honest, who wants to watch a video that's more than 2 minutes? Your students aren't going to want to, so we'll go from there. And then they just hit the record button, right? They'll record their video, really great answer, and hit done. They'll hit next, they can preview it, and then they'll hit save. It's going to process, and then it will give them the option to publish down here. And now their video is right here, right? And they can move it a little bit, do different things. And then the next kid can do it. And then if you want them to give a feedback, another student could come here, click add content, and they could also record a video as a response to the first video. Or they can do an image, they can do a lot of different things. Okay, that is how you can use it. If you have any questions, let me know.